All right, can you guys give me a thumbs up if you can see that? All right, cool. All right, so this is the first Results Academy that I've ever done on a video chat with remote clients. So there will never be another first again. You guys are the first. So congratulations. So this is me. Janelle's laughing because I used to work with Janelle, and she knows that Damon. That was me. And this was about 2.5 years ago. I was working at a mortgage company. I was already into fitness. I was working out. I would actually go downstairs and work out in the gym every single day. We used to pack my gym bag, and I would go downstairs and work out every day. That was me. But as you can see, I didn't look like a fitness-minded person. And it's because I had the scale balanced. I was doing 80% fitness and 20% nutrition. So I was eating healthy, so I thought, but it wasn't really a goal. Like I didn't have a plan like I did in the gym for my nutrition. So I was 260 pounds. As you can see, Candace was also a little chunky too. She loves when I show this picture. But that was us. She was never into fitness, but when you're around someone who's eating a certain way, usually they eat that way too. And Candace had been brought up with all of the things we learned in the past about nutrition as well. So we were plump. We were very plump. And what I did was I saw my friend on Facebook, and he was really, really shredded up. He'd always been a big, chubby guy in high school. So when I saw that, I said, "How did you do it?" So he told me about Herbalife, and he told me about nutrition, and he taught me what I've been teaching other people too, which is 80% nutrition and 20% fitness. So after I got on my nutrition plan, I was able to drop 52 pounds, and I was able to put on 20 pounds of muscle. The difference in those pictures is all nutrition. My fitness remained the same. I actually still do the same exact workouts that I used to do in that plump picture now, today. Same exact workouts. It was all nutrition. The big difference was now I had a plan for my nutrition. So I would go in the gym and I would do chest and triceps on Monday. I would do back and biceps on Tuesday. I would do shoulders and calves on Wednesday. I would do legs on Thursday, and then Friday I would do like core and some cardio stuff like that. That was the plan, right? I can spit it out verbatim. I've been doing it for 8 years. Now I was doing my shake tea and tablets. I was doing my protein based snacks. I was doing my balanced meals, and I had that really designed throughout my day, and that changed everything for me. Everything. Once I learned those routines and those habits. So it's 80% nutrition and 20% fitness. You cannot out train a bad diet. I was the stubborn guy. I was very stubborn. I tried to out train a bad diet for 6 years. You got to really think about how stubborn a person is to go to the gym for 6 years and see no results. That's a very stubborn person. So I really pay this forward. I pay this gift forward because I don't want people to have to go through that. I really do not want people to have to go through that. I want people to know that they can achieve whatever body they want, really, but just by changing some simple habits throughout your nutritional day. All right. So the three things that Herbalife focuses on and what results come from is the training, recovery, and nutrition. The training, you go to the gym, you work out, you run, you do burpees like the Burpee Queen Q, whatever it is that you do. That's the training part. Recovery is what you do immediately after that workout. And nutrition, as you can see in green, is what you do for your entire day. Focusing on those three things is what gets people the best results. The reason why Herbalife works so well is it's designed by extremely, extremely smart people. It actually is the only wellness company in the world with a Nobel Prize winner on its staff. It's based out of UCLA, and they have a scientific board of amazing medical staff. So the stuff that's in an Herbalife shake and all of your tablets and your tea is 100% of your recommended daily allowance. 100%. That's why it works so good. So it's cellular nutrition, and it's all of your RDAs shrunken down into a shake, tablets, and tea. So if you went to a doctor's office and you said, I want to get on a nutrition plan, I need a nutritionist, and the nutritionist broke out the table and they had all this food laid out on the table, and they said, that's what you're supposed to eat throughout your day, It's all condensed down into a shake. That's why when you drink that shake, you get a boost in energy. You start shrinking. Your clothes start fitting differently because when you're giving your body what it needs, it gets rid of what it doesn't need, which is the excess fat. What's in an Herbalife shake is more vitamin A than a mango, more vitamin C than a banana, more protein than a chicken thigh, more fiber than a half cup of broccoli, more calcium than 6 ounces of yogurt, and more iron than a half cup of beans. Sounds crazy, right? When I first saw this, I was like, no way. There's no way that shake tastes that good, and that's all in it. But it's true. And then you have the 24 line, which is the recovery. So the 24 line is based on your training part. Whatever you do, your exercise, your workout, whatever it is, the 24 line is based on rebuilding your body, preparing you for that workout, and prolonging that workout too. And it is all natural, and it is good for man and woman. Anyone can live like an athlete using the 24 line. All right, so we're going to have a couple shares from some health coaches. So clients turn health coaches. So he's probably not even paying attention. I see he's not even looking at the screen, but that's okay. He's on a delay. So Dan hit me up on Facebook. He came in the jam class, and he said he was, looking for a workout. So that's what I got from him. He was looking for a workout, but then he heard one of us talking about the nutrition, and he said he wanted to get down, so he did. He also wanted to become a health coach, but when people are becoming a health coach, the first thing they have to learn is how to commit to themselves first to getting a result. Well, that's what Dan did, and as you can see, he got amazing results. So we're going to let Dan share his story about his nutrition journey.
I'm here. You want to go ahead?
Yep, go ahead, Dan.
Okay. All right. Just to recap what you were saying. When I first started out, again, I was the type of person that would always work out. It was crazy, like you said, going 6 days a week. I would literally work out for like 3 hours a day. Saw very, very little results. And again, as you stated before, never changed my nutrition, my eating habits. So called you on the phone, came to the workout, did the workout, loved that. And then, as you stated before, heard about the nutrition part, sat down. I mean, y'all broke down to me so much that I was not doing. So once I started eating right, nutrition-wise, ordered my package, I actually limited the time I was working out at the gym. So again, doing the 3 hours, I bumped it down to about an hour and a half. But again, feeding my body the right nutrition, the right items for my body. Within 2 to 3 weeks, I saw a drastic change. So, I mean, I tell people, and I show picture, I took like weekly pics of my pictures, and it was like, wow, this happened in 3 weeks. And I was blown away because doing sit-ups and pull-ups and all type of exercises, and again, not seeing results. Once I got on that nutrition plan, saw the results instantaneously. And that's why I tell people, yes, you can work out, do all of that all you want, but if you still feeding your body the wrong things, you'll see like very little change or no change at all. So that's my share for that portion.
My man Dan. All right, the next up is a former co-worker of mine. So she would see me going into the gym every day, looking like Mr. Clump, still going to the gym, working out. And when we actually got laid off from our jobs, say something there?
No, I'm trying to mute my phone. I'm sorry.
No problem. When we got laid off from our jobs, that's when I actually got started on the nutrition plan. And she actually saw me like transforming, and she hit me up, and she wanted to get started too. I forget who the actual lady was that she said she wanted to look like. It was like some superhero woman. But I forget who it was. It was somebody who had like really, really small waist and really, really thick legs and like a really defined physique. That's what you told me you wanted to look like when we started, when I did your wellness profile. But she did. So she actually got really, really great results. She's become one of my really, really good friends. And that's really what this is all about, like really building relationships with people and helping them really transform and bring the greatness out of them. So coming up is Janelle. Go ahead and share, Janelle.
Okay, so I actually have a little bit of a different story than Dan. Like Damon said, I saw his pictures on Facebook, and I was just like, Damon? Because you got to realize, we saw each other every day at work. I saw him going into the gym. He saw me sometimes going in the gym. But, like, there was no progression. So I saw Damon's picture, that progression that he showed at the beginning of the slideshow, and I was just like, I need that in my life. Like, I remember hitting him up, and I was like, I don't know what you're doing, but I want to do it too. And so when he did my wellness evaluation, I told him I wanted to look like Beyonce.
That's right.
Not the new Beyonce that we know now. I'm talking about like Dangerously in Love Beyonce, you know, like I don't think you're ready for that jelly. That Beyonce. That's who I wanted to look like. So I was automatically a yes. Now there's a difference between, I've learned, making a choice and making a decision, because I would buy my product. Damon would hit me up. He'd say, Janelle, you know, where are your pictures? And I would say, next week. Can I send them to you next week? Like, I don't really feel comfortable. And what was going on is I was still stuck in my old lifestyle. I was still trying to go out with my friends. I was still trying to club. I was still trying to drink, all these things. So Monday through Friday was good. You know, 80% nutrition, 20% exercise, 100% mindset. And then Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, it was, you know, that 100% mindset that you're supposed to give to the 80-20. I was giving maybe 30% to the 80% and 0% to the 20%, which meant that I wasn't getting any results. Some things happened. I decided to start hitting up the gym more for mental reasons, like really trying to get back to where I was. And so I had about 4 months of products stocked up in my cabinet, because every month Damon would call and every month I would order. Like, I had that guilty thing, like, oh my God, he's calling me, I have to order something. And so I would. So I got in the gym, so I started doing the 20%, and I had the 80% stocked in my cabinet. So I was like, well, it's already there, so I might as well use it. And so that's where you see the picture at the top compared to the picture at the bottom. Like, as soon as I got 100% committed to my nutrition plan, my results were ridiculous. Like, everything that I wanted. And you just wake up one day and that's you in the mirror. You're just like, oh my God, that's me. Like, that's not somebody else. That's really me. Like, I look like this, you know? So then you start taking pictures, and then I started sending Damon pictures unsolicited. Like, Damon, here you go. Look at me. I'm so happy. And so obviously he knew throughout the time, you know, and it was a long time. It was from August when I made the choice to August 2012 to March 2013 when I actually made the decision and actually got my results. And then as soon as I got serious, I remember one time I told Damon, I was like, I've never felt this good in my life. Like, I can't believe this is even possible. Started doing my personal development. And he was just like, do you want to share this? And I was like, heck yeah. Like, I want everybody to feel like I do. And he was just like, so what do you want from this? I said, I want to help 1 million people. Like, I want to help 1 million people feel like me, happy, energetic, funny, like all these things. Like, seriously, how I'm acting right now, this is me 100% of the time. Like, and everybody's always saying, oh, why are you so happy? The reason why is because, number one, I look like this, and how can you not be happy? Number two, you realize, like, life is so amazing when you just feel great and you want to share that. You want to share this feeling with everybody. So thanks for letting me share. I hope people got something. So Q, like when you say like this is your second go around, like honestly, it doesn't matter because once you get it in your head and once you make the decision, everything that you want your body to look like, you will literally wake up walk past the mirror, back up and say, "Ooh, oh my God, okay, that girl's fly." So, but thank you for letting me share.
Love you, Nelly. So it's funny that she said that, right? The second go round, because as most of you guys know, like I always say, it doesn't matter if you stumble. Like that doesn't matter. Only thing that matters is that you just keep going. Like just put one foot in front of the other. I know you guys have heard me say that at some point because trust me, I've stumbled too. But you can't lose if you don't quit. As long as you continue to keep taking a step forward and a step forward and a step forward and a step forward, if you take a couple steps back, that's okay. You're still further than you were when you started. And then you take more steps and you keep going. And then you look up and then you got Janelle's energy. That's what happens. And you've never felt like that. So thank you so much for sharing, Nelly. Thank you so much for sharing, Dan, too. And trust me, guys, this is not about being a health coach. This is really not what this is about. This is about you getting the best results possible. Even if you are a health coach, that journey never stops. Like we get to be in the best shape of our life for the rest of our lives. Once we learn these routines and these habits, we get to take this with us forever. So just really just fall in love with that process and that journey, and everything else will change for you. So this is our formula, right? So everything I'm showing you guys is what we do at Jam Class. That's why I really wanted to get you guys face-to-face because I wanted to be able to talk to you guys face-to-face, but also give you the info that we give people at our Jam Class. So we have an Herbalife nutrition program and a balanced diet. A balanced diet is food. We're not just drinking shakes all day. Being healthy is not about a diet. This is not a diet at all. It's about a balanced diet. So Herbalife nutrition and a balanced diet plus a healthy, active lifestyle, which is whatever you deem it to be. Whatever you like to do that gets you moving is part of a healthy, active lifestyle. Plus personal development. So I know a lot of people, when they first start as a client, they don't understand the concept of doing personal development. Personal development is probably the most important part of your plan. If you listen to Nelly, she said she chose to get started, but when she decided that she was going to take it serious, that's when everything changed for her. That's what personal development is. Personal development will help you clear out the things in your mind and really take control of your life. This is a mental game all the way through. Mental. Strengthening your mind is what will control your body, your habits, your thoughts, your behaviors, your actions. All of that starts with doing your personal development. And all of that, right, your nutrition, healthy, active lifestyle, your personal development, that all equals the best version of you. That's what this is all about, becoming the best version of you. All right, so this is the meal plan. Sometimes we get into our routines and we stray away. I know I've definitely strayed away, but it's always important to know the basics of the meal plan. This is what we want to teach people. This is what we want to get back to. 5 meals a day, spread out by 3 hours. Shake tea and tabs within 30 minutes of waking up. That is one of the most important meals of the day. Jumpstart your metabolism. Gives you all the nutrients you need. Meal number 2, 2 to 3 hours later, is a protein-based snack. Meal number 3, shake tea and tabs. Meal number 4, protein-based snack. Meal number 5, your dinner. Your dinner is going to be 1/3 lean protein, 2/3 complex carbs. All right, so the protein-based snacks and the dinner we're going to go over, but the shake tea and tabs, Herbalife takes care of it for you. By getting your shake tea and tabs in twice a day, that first one being breakfast, you're getting all of your RDAs, all of them. Your protein, your minerals, your nutrients, your fiber, your vitamins, your healthy fats, your oils, all of that stuff is in your shake tea and tabs. All right, so protein-based snacks are things like this. Now, there's a lot more stuff on the list that you can do, but it's Herbalife protein bars, tuna, almonds. I like to use the beverage mix a lot. rice cakes with the natural peanut butter, chicken soup mix, egg whites, soy nuts, plain non-fat Greek yogurt. Those are some really good protein-based snack suggestions. The key is that it's protein-based. A lot of people, when they start losing weight or they want to lose weight, they'll drink a shake, and then 2 to 3 hours later, they'll say, well, I eat healthy because I had fruit or some vegetables or something like that. That's not a protein-based snack. That does not count as a meal. You can pair that with your protein, but the key is to keep that protein in your body every 2 to 3 hours because it's fueling your metabolism. Now, there are a lot of different other snack suggestions. If you guys have any snack suggestions, stuff that works good for you?
So would this be a meal or a snack? I know I like to have baked chicken with my spinach and vegetables.
That's perfect.
Would that be a meal or?
That is a meal. Okay. You can make it small, like really small portions, and it can count as a snack.
Okay.
Because truthfully, I do the same thing. Like if I was going to do a protein-based snack, it would be chicken and some vegetables or fish and some vegetables or something like that. That's what I do. As long as it has that protein in it, it counts.
Yeah.
That is one of your meals. Go ahead, Dan. Man, we gotta get you some better internet, bro.
No. Well, I was saying I eat like nuts for my protein-based meal. Now, within that 2 to 3 hours, you're saying the next meal should be that PBS. So you're saying fruit doesn't count because it doesn't have protein in it. So it has to be, like you said, that PBS, that protein-based meal with the chicken, either nuts or, I mean, like you said, anything PBS, protein-based. It has to be protein, though.
Yep. You can definitely eat your fruit. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying don't eat fruit, but if you're just eating fruit by itself, it's just sugar.
Okay. I know. I just wanted to make sure because. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's just sugar. So even though it's healthy sugar, your body really doesn't know the difference. It's just sugar to it. So if you pair it with protein, your body will break it down and your metabolism's burning it and it'll burn it off. If it's just fruit by itself, it's just sugar going into your body.
I know what I do is I take my Herbalife Bev mix and I mix it in my non-fat Greek yogurt. Okay. And then I put like some fruit in the yogurt, like not a lot, but just maybe like a handful. So like some berries. So that way I am getting, well, one, because the Herbalife Bev mix has what, like 15 grams of protein. I like packing stuff together because I like to feel full. I love food. So I stack stuff together. So a good snack is your Herbalife Bev mix. Like I take 1 scoop and then I'll take a cup of non-fat Greek yogurt and then I'll mix like some strawberries, like cut strawberries up really small, and I'll mix that in. And that takes care of the, that sugar that you want sometimes for your snacks, and then also your protein, and then also, your dairy as well. So you're hitting a couple different key groups.
Yep. Good stuff, though. All right, and this is what a balanced meal actually looks like. So, Q, I know you were saying that you do something like that. That's cool.
Okay. I have a.
Go ahead, Dan. I know you.
Okay. Yeah, I have a question.
Go ahead.
Okay, I'm sorry. I work overnight, so Like if I get hungry or something like that, would it be okay to make the what is the shake, the rebuild, or just make another meal replacement shake? Would that be something okay to do?
Yeah, definitely. You could definitely do another meal replacement. If you're not working out and you're not about to go to sleep, I wouldn't do the rebuild. It's kind of like a waste. I would
Okay.
definitely do another meal replacement though. Like I'll do rebuild after I work out, and then when I'm about to go to sleep, I'll do rebuild again, just
Okay,
so my body doesn't feed on my muscles. But if it's just like a time when it's just in the middle of the day, it really doesn't. It's not really going to help that much unless you're trying to put on a lot of muscle. Like if you're trying to put on muscle, then you definitely can do it throughout the day. I know a lot of people who do use rebuild in their regular shakes, but if you're just trying to get lean and cut, I would just leave the rebuild for after you work out and then right before you go to sleep. And if you're middle of the night and you get hungry, you could definitely do another shake. And the important thing to know too is you can eat whenever you're hungry. Like you should never go hungry. Doesn't matter what time of the day it is, how late it is. You're supposed to feed your body. If you get hungry, eat. As long as it's according to the plan, one of those things, either a shake or a PBS or a balanced meal, eat it.
okay,
All right, cool. All right, so this is what a balanced meal looks like. Call that the Pac-Man plate.
okay. That answered my question.
Cool. So it's the Pac-Man plate, 1/3 lean protein, 2/3 veggies or fruit. I like to stick with veggies a lot because it helps you really get shredded up. So this is what meals look like for me. Anybody got any questions about that? All right, cool. These are some of the suggestions for your lean proteins. Q, what you were saying as far as like doing
Yeah, where did you get that natural peanut butter from?
any supermarket, they have natural peanut butter. Or a health food store, anything like that.
Okay,
So some of the lean proteins, chicken, turkey, fish.
okay.
If I'm going to do a snack, I usually do one of my lean proteins. I'm not much of a snacker. I like to eat meals, so I'll do a protein mixed with some veggies. I alternate between a shake and a lean protein and some veggies all throughout the day. That's really what my day looks like. All right, and then last is preparing for success. This is a huge part of your nutrition plan. We all know that we've been out and we haven't had our shake on us or our meals on us, and we get hungry, and all nutritional logic goes out the window. It's just the way it is. We've all done that before. Preparation is key. Successful people on nutrition plans, successful people do what unsuccessful people are not willing to do. It's really that simple. Preparing your meals is one of the biggest keys to being successful in your nutrition plan. One day of prep can save you a week of results. So what we typically do is a preparation Sunday, where we make all our meals on a Sunday and be ready for the week. Whether it be Sunday for you or whatever day it is that you're free, it doesn't matter. If you like to prepare your meals for 2 days in advance and then do it again, that's cool. Just as long as you know when you wake up and you put that first shake in your mouth, all of your meals are already prepped and ready for the day. That's the key. And the last, what Dan talked about, what Janelle talked about, was staying plugged in. Surround yourself with people who are going to motivate and inspire you. There's not a lot of people on this journey. There's not a lot of people who think about what they put in their bodies. I know I was not raised around a family that was very nutritious. A lot of my family still eats very, very unhealthy. But I know what gets me results. So I stay around people who are getting results. Now, do I eat bad sometimes? Yes. When I'm around my family, it's a birthday or a barbecue or we go out to eat or whatever it is, yes, I do. But I'm able to do that and it not affect me because I don't do it every day. I'm not eating with them every day like that. Now, I watch my family get more unhealthy and more obese, and I just try to be the example for them. But I stay around people who are going in the direction I want to go in. That is very, very, very important. And then the last is mindset development as well. Like I said, this is very key, guys. Very, very key. Personal development will save your life. One of the biggest things I've learned through doing personal development
Right.
was that excuses that I used to make were just excuses. I was making up excuses for things that I wanted, and it wasn't hurting anybody but me. I learned to take back control of my life. I learned that struggle was just opportunity. It was opportunity for growth. That's what personal development will teach you. It will give you control back over your life, and it will help you look at struggle as opportunity. Because on the end of that struggle, that's where the magic happens. It's just like a rubber band. It gets pulled back, it gets pulled back, it gets pulled back, it gets pulled back. And right at that point, that's when most people quit. When that rubber band is at its full elasticity, people quit. What they don't realize is when you keep going, you take that next step, that's when the rubber band gets released and you shoot forward. So I've been through those points. I've been through those points myself, and I've been through those points with clients as well. And I've seen it happen countless times. Those that quit when it gets tough, that regret will last forever. But the ones that don't quit, that get right back on, they see magic happen by going through that struggle. They find power in that. They find strength in that. They approach the next struggle with that mindset that I can make it through this because I decided that this was an opportunity for growth. So a great book to start with if you don't really do personal development is The 4 Agreements. 4 Agreements is a huge, huge book. It's something that I go through at least twice a month just to refresh myself on all those things. And when I talk about taking control over your life, The 4 Agreements helps you take control of your life. All right, so I'm not going to really go into The 4 Agreements. I'll let you guys check that book out yourself. But I refresh myself on these things every single day. I actually have it written on my wall. It's actually written on my whiteboard, on my door right now. Be impeccable with your word. Don't take anything personal. Don't make assumptions, and always do your best. So you guys go ahead and check that out. And stop the screen share. Bear with me, bear with me.